Hello everyone, welcome back to another Microsoft Fabric video. In my previous video, I explained how to ingest data into a lakehouse using a data pipeline. Today, we will ingest data into the lakehouse using Dataflow Gen2. Now, understand what is Dataflow Gen2. Data flows are cloud-based tools that help you extract data from different sources, clean or transform it, and then load it into final destination. This process is known as ETL, extract, transform, load. Data flows Gen 2 lets you do all this in a scalable way. You can connect to many data sources, apply different transformations, and save the result to a storage location. It uses Power Query Online, which provides an easy visual interface to do all the work without writing complex code. Now, you might be wondering how it is different from Gen 1. Dataflow Gen 2 is the upgraded version of Dataflow Gen 1 and is designed specifically for Microsoft Fabric. While Gen 1 was mainly used within Power BI for basic data transformation and loading into data sets. Dataflow Gen 2 stores data directly into one lake such as Lakehouse tables and integrates seamlessly with other Fabric components like pipelines and data warehouses. In short, Dataflow Gen 2 provides better performance, scalability, and flexibility for data preparation compared to Gen 1. Now, let's get started with the practical. Let me show you the source file. Here, I will use a CSV file from Microsoft's GitHub repository. This is the file name products and file format is CSV, and this is the file data. I will load the data from this file into the Lakehouse tables. Let me open the Lakehouse. Currently only one table available here, which is employee, and we will load this file data into Lakehouse tables. Now we will create a Dataflow Gen 2. So you have two options. Under Lakehouse, click on Get Data, and here you can see that option New Dataflow Gen 2. And second option is go back to the workspace, click on New Item, and here you can search for the Dataflow Gen 2, and here you can see that Dataflow Gen 2. Select this, provide the data flow name, load data from GitHub to Lakehouse tables, and click on create. Next, we will load data from GitHub repository. So for that, we will copy the GitHub repository file URL like this. Go back to the data flow, and here select this option, import from a text CSV file, because our file format is CSV. If you are loading data from another source and your source is not visible here, click on get data, select more, and then click on view more. Here you will see the various sources. Now click on cancel, select import from a text CSV file. Here you will see two options, link to file, upload file. Link to file means if your file is online, like in my case, I am using GitHub repository file URL which is online. So here I will paste that URL. And if your file is in your local machine, so in that case you can use upload file, and after that click on browse, and you can choose your file from your local machine and upload here. So I will go with first option. Now in the connection name, you can provide any connection name, GitHub product file, and here you don't need to provide any authentication because this file is public. After that click on next, and here you can see that file data preview, and if everything is fine, click on create. Now you can see the data here. Before load this data to the main destination, we will perform some transformation, such as first we will change product name column to product. So we just remove the name after product, and second we will change the list price column data type decimal to whole number. So for that, select the column, go to the transform tab, and here you can see that current data type is decimal. Click on drop down and select the whole number. Here you can see that the values have been converted to whole numbers. The best part of Power Query is that it automatically records each transformation you apply as a step. This helps you keep track of all the changes, and you can easily roll back any transformation by click on cancel icon before the step name. I am done with transformations, and if you want to change the table name, so from here you can provide a new table name, and after that we will add a destination. So here you can see that option, add data destination, and second option is in the right corner bottom. You can see here, add data destination. You can choose any one option. So here click on add data destination, and if you remember, we will load this data into the Lakehouse tables. So for that we will choose Lakehouse as a destination. So click here, and after that you can create a new connection. So here provide the connection name Lakehouse SR. You can provide any connection name, and the authentication kind is set to organizational account because I have already provided my credentials earlier. Since I am already connected, it doesn't prompt me again. However, if you have not connected to the Lakehouse before, it might ask you sign in with your organizational account. After that, click on next, and here you can see that it is validating the connection, and now you can see the list of workspaces, and my workspace name is fabric underscore test, and this is the my Lakehouse name LH underscore SR, and under this Lakehouse we have only one table, which is employee. Now I am going to load this file data into the Lakehouse table, and if you notice here, I select new table, so it will create new table under this Lakehouse. So select the Lakehouse, and if you want to change the table name, so you can change it, and after that click on next. From here you can cross verify the data type, and if you want to change it, just turn off this use automatic settings, and from here you can choose another data type, and after that you can enable it and click on save settings. And if you notice here, add data destination option has been disabled because we already assigned the destination to this data flow, which is Lakehouse. You can see here. Now we will check the validation. So click here, check validation, and here you can see that validation status is succeeded. Just click on cancel, and if you want to run the data flow, so here you can see that option, save and run. So click here. So here you can see that refresh started, and it is loading the data into the destination. Now go back to the workspace and open the Lakehouse, and it will load data here under tables. Click on three dot next to the tables name, and here click on refresh. So here you can see that products table has been created successfully. And if you want to see the data preview for the products tables, just click on products table name, and here it will load the data preview. And here you can see that data preview for the products table. And if you remember, we performed some transformation. So earlier product column name was product name, and we changed it to product. So here you can see that, And for the list price column, we change the data type from decimal to whole number. So here you can see that. Currently, we manually run the data flow by clicking on the save and run option. Let me show you how. So go back to the workspace and from here open the data flow, and here you can see that option save and run. So this is the manual option to run the data flow. However, we can also schedule the data flow to run automatically. Let me show you that option. So go back to the workspace and click on three dots just next to the data flow name, and here you can see that schedule option. So open it, and from here you can turn on the refresh for the data flow and click on repeat drop down. So you can choose you want to refresh hourly, daily, weekly or monthly basis, and from here you can provide the minutes and then provide the start and end date, choose the time zone and click on apply. So in that way you can set the schedule refresh for the data flow automatically. That's all for this video. I hope you now have a clear understanding of how to ingest data into a lakehouse using Dataflow Gen2 and how to set up automatic schedule refresh for the data flow. If you found the video helpful, please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. See you in the next video. Thank you.